Now, when I saw this image on Twitter, I was really astonished by this wonderful image that was taken by James Webb Telescope. Well, it's not actually taken from James Webb Telescope. It was a prank that was released by some random guy that is a scientist, French scientist, and yeah, that kind of hurt a little bit when you think that, you know what, people won't actually think outside of the box and take a photo of a Spanish sausage slice and put it on Twitter, and everyone jumps on it and actually believed what it actually states, that it is some kind of a sun that is close to our sun taken by James Webb Telescope, and it's called Proxima Centauri or something like that. And it's like, oh man, this pretty looks cool. The black image around is kind of like, wait a minute, the black background doesn't really make sense. You should expect maybe some kind of dust or gases, or maybe, you know, how infrared this particular telescope can be. You should be able to see other details surrounding this particular image, and these are the things that you should be critical about when you look at images. Although people are actually photoshopping all kinds of things here and there, there's this particular video I saw on TikTok, and it's like, oh yeah, on the regular foreground you have like buildings and trees, but then at the background the cloud is pretty much cosmic with planets and all the stars around it, and it's like, this is actually fake. Now for this one here, there have been some images that were released by James Webb, and these particular images are kind of like slices of segments around the universe, mainly in the infrared region. And so those images will be analyzed and then brought together and then shifted to regular colors that we can see enough for them to be posted on the internet. However, this is not really the case. Looking at this image right here, and yep, it looks really like a sausage, or artistic feel of a spherical, too spherical I must say, for a particular object that is found on space. And in this particular most important thing, there are a couple of things you should take away from this. You know, there are some things when you look at, you're like, nah, this doesn't feel realistic, coming from all the images that we'll be getting so far from the James Webb Telescope. And you should expect that yes, there should be background that has a couple of interesting other lights, or I would say signals of galaxies and let's say stars around it. That is one thing to think about. Another one is you should expect some little bit of some wave-like behavior, either in terms of how there is a bend in the space-time continuum, I must say, or most importantly, looking at various gas or dust wave characteristics that can be visualized using the infrared from the James Webb Telescope. So those are the interesting things that you should take away from this. The person kind of gave even more details about this particular object that was taken. I mean, that is of course a sausage, and also says that, hey, this particular image was actually taken 4.2 light years from us, and it is taken by the James Webb Telescope, and the new world reveals day after day. And it's like, this is unnecessary. It was so bad that it managed to gather around 19,000 likes and over 2,500 comments and more than 3,500 retweets. And this is really huge, and it kind of falls into the trap of what are fake science and how can people actually buy into it, but then there are skeptics around it. And it's really important to be able to have that balance, you know, in the population. Otherwise, if everyone skews too heavily on the other side of the spectrum, which is, yeah, everything they see is actually true, then there is no way by which we can build on it to analyze what are the specific characteristics of what is this particular spot right there, why is it this way. There are many questions that can come up from this particular image, and those questions can be debunked with proper answers. And those answers, I'm sure when people dove into this particular image to analyze it properly, unfortunately the scientists, they actually give concrete reasons why this image looked like that, and the person had to come forward to actually clarify that this is not actually a star or a sun, but rather it is a Spanish sausage. So I'm really interested to know your thought about this particular image and the huge spectacle that this image created on the internet, and how people can actually fall into things that, you know, that is not actually true or real. I almost fell into that trap, and according to other email questions, it says that soon after the picture was posted, it seemed to draw some negative comments, which prompted the scientists to later clarify what the image actually featured. The day later, on August 1st, he revealed that it was actually a zoomed in picture featuring a slice of a Spanish sausage, chorizo, on damage control. The scientist said that the tweet was only for amusement and advised his followers to be cautious about the eloquence of certain images. Now, in view of some comments, I feel compelled to clarify that this image showing an alleged screen snapshot of Proxima Centauri was a form of amusement, he tweeted, reading, "Let us learn to be wary of arguments from authorities as much as of this." Now I've got to be curious now about all the images that are going to be released by, you know, James Webb Telescope. Is it actually a real image, or is it just a image of, you know, broccoli or maybe tomatoes? And I don't know. But let's hear your thought about this in the comment section down below. Please be civil about this. Are you really critical now about future images that were released by James Webb Telescope, or do you feel that whatever image that is officially released from NASA is indeed the right one, compared to something that was posted by someone else that claims to be the real image from James Webb Telescope? So let's hear your thought about this in the comment section down below. Otherwise, I hope to catch you guys all soon. Stay smart as always and believe in yourselves.